Dietmar Wagen.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most honored guests tonight. We've been doing a series on parliamentary procedures, short 7-minute snippets, and it's sometimes hard to absorb that. After all, Robert's Rules of Orders is over 700 pages, and every time I dig into it, I learn new things. But I'm decided to, together with the president, to change a little bit of our strategy. The parliamentarian usually sits next to the chair and is an advisor to the chair. Pretty quiet in the meeting, but henceforth, I shall interrupt the meetings when something is going wrong in terms of procedure. So don't mind me interrupting meetings because according to the old adage, it's best learned when you practice it, when it happens, rather than theoretically. Tonight, I'm gonna spend a couple minutes on a short thing that I am sure our president is going to appreciate. Talking briefly about the executive committee. The executive committee usually consists of the officers, in our case, the club of the officers. But what is unique, that the executive committee is less than 12, typically less than 12 members. And while some of the parliamentary rules in the club as a total are very rigid, there are some streamlining features that an executive committee can take advantage of. And I'd like to point out a few of those differences. In a regular meeting, you stand up if you want to be heard or want to be acknowledged by the chair. In an executive committee meeting, you only raise your hand. And you remain seated while you are speaking. Or when you make a motion, you do not have to stand up as you do at a club meeting or larger, like a district meeting. Very interesting is that in the executive committee, a motion does not need to be seconded. And I see Bonnie taking notes. Also, in a regular meeting, anyone can speak only twice on a given motion. In the executive committee, there is no such limit. You can speak repeatedly on a motion. And actually, in the executive committee, it happens quite often, you can discuss a subject without having a motion on the floor. If a proposal made at an executive committee is clear to all participants, you can actually vote on that without having a motion placed on the floor. And lastly, I think Bonnie will like mostly, in an executive committee meeting of less than 12 people participating, the chair can participate in the debate, make a motion, and vote on a question without relinquishing the chair. In a larger meeting, the chair has to relinquish the chair in order to participate in the discussion and in the voting. In the executive committee, you do not have to do that. That is what I have for you this evening. Madam Toastmaster,